Sermon 33 of Nahjul Balagah regards the idea that people are fought when they're disbelievers. But we see elsewhere that in actual Islamic war, they're not fought for being disbelievers. When this sermon was given, Ali was with the people of Basra at Discourse, and Abdullah bin Abbas was fixing his shoe, and Ali asked what the shoe was worth, and he said, "It's not worth anything now." And Ali swore that it should be the case that such a thing would be more valuable to him than, the rule in itself. And that's when he gave the sermon. And of course, the focus with any sermon is to draw people to the revelation and inspiration that came through Muhammad. And the example of guiding people in various ways until they come under the right path. And their positions become firm. The situations start to reconcile. The attitudes change. That wrong is addressed to the point. That right is expressed from the same place. And saying number 34 is how the best of provisions is to step away from what one merely wants. And sometimes you find, with all that, you experience as if it's better than what you want. Now, letter 33 was to Qasim bin Abbas, who was governor of Mecca. And it was at a time when Muawiyah had sent some people disguised as pilgrims to create issues in the area. Now, some people who aren't Muslim, even polytheist, that go on Hajj, well, their intention was about the sacredness of the place, not as some sort of exposure and all that sort of stuff. So in a different respect to something, going back to this narration itself, don't say that the ends justify the means. Oh, I'll give in charity, I'll do these great works if I earn money unlawfully, so people try to earn money unlawfully, or whatever the case is. You don't seek what's best. You don't seek good through evil. You can respond to evil, but you don't seek enlightenment through ignorance. And you don't obey people in regards to what is disobedience to God. And you don't speak ill of the things of this world for the things of this world even. And you don't seek what is good. You don't favor the good of this world for, regarding the God consciousness and stuff that could be a part of it. And you're going to achieve of what you strive for. Don't disassociate from your intelligence. Don't disassociate from your experience of life. You may have to adjust some of the interpretation. And if you're going to have to explain yourself, kind of avoid it. You don't want to have to spend all the extra time just explaining yourself. But sometimes you teach others by example. It's like, why are you doing this? It's like, okay. But not in terms of, the questionable things, right? If things go well for you materially, okay, they go well for you materially. But don't exult too much in that, or fear too much because, something seems to go wrong. Saying 33 is the one I should have said, but, make sure to give, make sure to, be someone, he's a giving person, but, don't go beyond bounds, don't do what's wrong, don't give it to the point where you're supposed to, where you need acts for charity because you've been giving so much. There's no alms required that deprives you from what you actually need, and therefore you have to collect charity because you have given alms. That's, and you shouldn't hold back and be stingy or whatever, but not to the point where you're like, so you can be generous and careful with your money. That's probably the best way to put it. And be careful about your position upon the right. Going back for a minute on letter 31. We remind ourselves that different sorts of philosophy or advice would be used for different people. And that we need to be careful of maintaining our spiritual position, our best of standing, as the Quran calls it. What we're quick to and what we're not quick to. Have we consulted with others? What is seeking us? And what are we seeking? What are our terms with others? Are we taking advantage of the situations that we have? Being grateful for leisure. Avoiding bad company. Lowering our gaze. Being careful to our speech and other modes of expression. Calling on God in regards to everything. Knowing that there's a point of no return. And knowing there's points that we can't get to merely because we want to get there. And be careful about our restlessness, lest we move from what is better to what is worse in terms of our surrounding situation. And our pursuit of consciousness, good and truth, should be as of our spiritual relationship rather than approaching of, the contest of deeds between people, the acquiring of wealth and all that. Don't make it part of, just, be better than yourself